Hey, everybody. Okay, I know it's Christmas, but I'm going to talk about it. Let's talk about all the disruptive people that come to your house on Christmas. Make you not want to have a Christmas, you know, family dinner at your house. You be like, I'll bring a gift, I'll donate some money, but I don't want you to at my house. Now, let's talk about why we don't want it at our house. Okay? People come in with a whole, you might as well say, package of um food containers. It be in the back of their trunk. They bring one little cake if they bring that, or they just bring them, their girlfriend, her children, their children, and here they come. But they'll bring one of the store bought pound cakes, Louisiana crunch cake. If they bring that, a lot of times they just come. And I just tell everybody, look, I want to enjoy my holiday just like you do. I don't want to run behind your children. You haven't taught your children not to touch everything. You just got them running around crazy. Personally, everybody else want to enjoy their day while they there. They don't want your kids pulling on them. You know how little kids talk out of term and they look at somebody and be like, "You think you ugly." Crazy stuff kids do. And you got to turn around and say, look, go somewhere and play. Go play with the other children. And they just be sitting there. Don't nobody want to be bothered with all of that. They come, and like I said, they bring one thing, but then when they get ready to leave, they want to bring 5 containers. They fix plates for their kids. Okay? Because when they get the 5 main containers, they're trying to get enough to carry them over for 2 days. And their girlfriend. And all the kids get a container. Okay, then while they there, they're eating like they ain't never seen food. And you got to turn around and have to tell them, look, everybody needs to taste it. Please don't overload your plates. I don't mind somebody having a healthy plate because if you got, we got ham, turkey, chicken, and prime rib, and you got a piece of all of it. Let's say one piece. That's a good plate. Then you got mashed potatoes, dressing, fried corn. You got all the trimming, the mac and cheese, the candy yams. You got, what else did I cook? Some Alfredo over there. You got so much food on your plate, okay? And then you turn around, you go get 4 pieces of chicken. Give your kids 2 pieces of chicken. They take one bite and keep running, okay? And then you want to throw it away. They throwing it on the floor. Your children knocking over Kool-Aid cups or fruit punch cups, and here y'all come with y'all squeezy containers and you want to fill it up with the punch. It's like people don't have no regard. Because I tell everybody, when you come over to my house for the holidays, if you got children, put you a case of pop in the back of your truck. You're going to handle that. Okay, because they'll take one swallow, knock it over. But when it comes to you buying something, oh, you going to set them straight. And then you come for the dessert plate. And I ain't mentioned, yeah, you got potato salad, you got deviled eggs. They put deviled eggs on the children's plate. They don't eat them. Other people don't get nothing because here they go. Half a plate of dressing. When you say turkey, instead of getting like 2 slices, they sit there and try to carve off half the turkey. You be like, whoa, 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 everybody ain't ate. You got to pre-carve everything. Or have someone there to carve the food to serve it. Okay, it's ridiculous. You have pans of food set up like a buffet style, and you literally got to serve everybody because the way people eat, they mishandle your food. They mishandle things. You may have about 6 cakes on there, and you don't care if everybody get a piece of cake. But why is that piece of cake is like they eating trying to get 1/4 of the cake? And you be like, okay, you got to take your time to pre-slice the cake, and it overworks the person who's hosting the holiday. You know, people come with foolishness. I just look at people. First of all, pick a cake, pick a piece of pie. Okay, I may have strawberry and rhubarb. I may have sweet potato pie. I may also have apple pie. And I tell people I make other kind of pies and lemon meringue pies because everybody don't eat the same thing and everybody's not the same culture. I want everybody to be able to enjoy some dessert, especially because with me we got Russian, Italian, Pacific Indian. We also got Hispanic people. Here come people coming from overseas, Asian, Chinese, yeah, we got some Puerto Ricans too. Chinese. Look, they need to eat too. Because I may name some dishes, but if I know, like my Asian relatives that come over in the Pacific Indian is Asian too, Islander, and it's, off from the Philippines, it's still part of those cultures. My hair done fell. Anyway, I was I've been doing too much to it. But anyway, um, I make sure they have some shrimp fried rice, egg foo young patties. When I usually ask them, some with shrimp, some with chicken, and some plain egg foo young. We have vegetarians. I make vegetarian chicken, which I was gonna do a video on it today of the vegetarian chicken. You know, I cook a lot of vegetarian meals. Fried cabbage steaks. I mean, I have everything sitting over for people I know that's vegetarian. Vegetarian oxtails, vegetarian chitlins. You know, I just I don't appreciate when people try to eat up everything. I have glazed carrots, different things for them. And I can make a lot of vegetarian. My squash and zucchini mix, my garlic, buttered carrots. Oh my goodness, it's boss. I have my broccoli, steamed broccoli, and I season it very well. Usually when I cook and certain seasonings I put in there, you don't need salt. I done seen people that say they hate vegetables, when I cook them, they be like, they throw down. I'm saying this to say, if you're going to take everything, and I don't care if you try some things, but even if you're trying everything, don't give all this stuff to the children. They're not going to eat it. Consider the folks that is not going to eat some stuff that Afro Americans love to eat. Okay? If you Afro American, this is a party so everybody can enjoy. When I bring the Italians, we have lasagna, spaghetti, we have Alfredo. We have another Alfredo sauce with the shrimp in it, Alfredo sauce with the chicken in it already. We're cooking this. I love to put ribs on the grill, not for your child to take one bite and throw it on the floor. And you people don't bring anything. And when I cater something, trust me, when I cater the holiday dinner, I spend over $1,000 on food. We have 2 or 3 tents set up, okay, where you can go in and get, okay. It's not about the food thing. And some people, you get some elder, they stuck in their ways. You got to make they string beans and potatoes and put them smoked neck bones in it, okay? Because that's what they want with the onions and stuff in there. That's what they want. I want everybody to be happy. Everybody. And I just look at people. I'm gonna throw down on that spaghetti. I'm gonna show you how this Italian blood run through me. Okay, I'm gonna show it off. And then I just look at people. Look, when I invite you over, because everybody know my father's Russian Italian. Okay, when I have the pierogies and the different sauces for different things, the Jewish people coming over, and I have Jewish in my family, in my blood. The Jewish people, and we have the salmon, and it's raw salmon. We have different things, the bagel. Don't eat all of they stuff. Okay? I make the unleavened breads for them. I do a whole lot just for them. I make my own hummus and stuff. And I look at people, y'all don't even eat this. My nacho do, okay? It's for, and I don't mind you getting some, but recognize that they are Hispanic. I'm going to make the black beans and rice with corn in it, okay? I'm going to make a lot of dishes so they can enjoy themselves, okay? I don't want them to short stop, okay? And I'm not going to short stop because I tell you, I love my dishes. But I took the time to learn what most cultures cook on holidays. So when you try to say, okay, your son married somebody from Japan, he went off to the army, and they come over, they can eat fine. I'm going to find out if it's a culture and I don't know about the dish. I'm going to ask someone to show me the dish, how to prepare it. So when they come over, they can eat or they can bring a dish. Okay. But and I always tell people holiday etiquettes. Most people need to learn them. You don't let your gut just hang all the way out. And when I have all that food on the table, there's no way in the world if you got two pieces of turkey, two pieces of chicken, you got some piece of prime rib or some veal, some lamb chops over there. You're not gonna tell me 2 or 3 ribs that is still hungry, and you got to take half of this and that. You just trying to set up for your house for a couple of days. Stop playing with me. I'm not going to let you play in my face. But you should watch things. And if you're bringing children, don't just bring your children. Put your children desserts on a plate. I have Jell-O. These kids come up and get Jell-O, have Jell-O in your carpet, on your couch. People don't raise their children nowadays. And it's bad when they say people, well, we don't even have holiday dinners no more because people tired of your children coming and tearing up. They go on the tree, they go tear up gifts that don't belong to them. You don't watch them. And y'all sitting there enjoying your holiday. And I'm sitting there saying, quit, stop, don't. Oh, please sit down. Y'all stop fighting. Stop all that teasing. That's not funny. You're being a bully. I don't want to do that all day. I just don't. And then you have, like I have a fireplace. I may have Christmas stockings on it. The kids tearing it down. They knock over the Christmas tree. I don't even put, those glass bulbs on the tree anymore because children come over and I don't want them to be hurt. But at the same time, I do want you to tell your child to sit down. And people act like you asking too much. Then when the cleanup comes, nobody wants to clean up. Why don't you want to clean up? You can help with some things. Men, okay, after we get through with the paper plates and containers, and then I have one garbage can for just the canned drinks and everything, one for the plasticware and the plastic. We do recycle, okay? And you can't even take it outside. And, I just be looking at them like, look, if we in the yard doing something, I look at these men. Y'all can go in the yard and pick up that trash. Y'all kids can do something. But y'all like to come to people's house and leave and not do anything, which is totally unacceptable. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying holidays is a day that everybody want to celebrate. Everybody don't want to yell at your children all through the holidays. And you trying to, okay, sweetheart, sit down. And they be like, get your mother up. Look, you raise your children at home. Don't nobody want to hear that. Then your child want to holler, knowing that if they was at home, they wouldn't be hollering. Because you been to tow them up. They hollering, everybody sitting around like, oh my Lord. They all in adults' faces. You got to tell them to go outside. Could you go sit down? Go outside and play with the other children. It'd be crazy. Then the reason people don't like to have people come over for the holiday, y'all bring these crazy new generation girlfriends over to people's house. They come over with no underwear on. Don't nobody want to see they sloppy big behinds and with no behinds on it, all that cellulite, and they stinking. Don't nobody want to deal with them coming over with no bra on. And we all looking and seeing boobs jiggling. That's unacceptable. Then they got on short skirts. They legs open, they sit on the couch, don't even know how to, and you looking and you say, whoa, you see everything. Unacceptable. Men, don't come over in a jogging suit and you know you don't have no underwear on. You better put that thing away. It's children running around. Married women running around. It's single women running down, and we ain't trying to see that disrespectful stuff. You don't know how to present yourself when you go to somebody's house. And then what about the people that come over and had a few drinks before they get there? They slurring and slushing when they speak. Or the ones that get drunk at the house and they want to fight. They don't know conversations to avoid. Controversial subjects do not need to be told on the holiday gathering. We don't need to talk about who cheated on who. We don't need to talk about why such and such baby isn't this man's baby and he there. You can air your dirty laundry on another day at somebody else's house. It don't have to be done at the holiday. Okay, let's talk about not just the controversial subjects. You got overly aggressive people. Some people, they bring their girlfriend or their boyfriend, they sitting there acting like they about ready to go to the bedroom. They just kissing and sucking, and you just be looking at them like, if you want a alone time, stay home. There's children running around the house. We don't want to see y'all. Y'all don't need an audience. Go home and do your due. Stay there. That's not cute. Occasional kiss. I don't care if they holding you and they hugging you and you can see them cop a feel. But overly aggressive on an intimate level at somebody else's house is just disrespectful. Holiday etiquettes that y'all need to learn before you go to somebody's house. If you went and it was raining on that day or it's wet outside or muddy and you got stuff on your shoes, when you get ready in the car, and it's one way to come into the house and take your shoes off, or you don't walk across people's carpet and you know you're muddy. Okay? Bring some socks for yourself or some house shoes to walk around their house. Let's be mindful of things. Okay? If you know you 500 pounds, baby, I'm sorry. You got to bring your chair. I have a habit of doing milk crates, put 2 milk crates on top of each other and putting in the lining around the wall so they can sit down. But no, you can't sit down on my couch and break my couch all the way down. I didn't plan a life of a 600-pound life. I can't afford it. Sorry. I ain't talking about you. I just don't want my furniture damaged. And then you sit around and try to act like you shouldn't pay for it. Nope. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Nope. Then this other thing that they do. Why do people go in your restroom or bathroom and steal your toilet paper? They let the kids squeeze out all your soap. If you come into somebody's house, you tell your children, tell you, the parents, if they need to go to the restroom, to come get you so you can go in there. You can help them wash their hands. But I hate going in the restroom after you done brought your children and then it squeezed out all of the soap. And you going through 4 and 5 things of soap for the Christmas party. I'm just sorry. And I look at people, when you go to people's holiday dinner, don't use all that profanity that you normally use and then keep saying, oops, forgive me, my bad. Want to know why? Everybody don't allow profanity in their house. Don't bring your girlfriend or boyfriend and you're married. See, people like to have spread the holidays, or they don't celebrate Christmas with their spouse, but they don't tell them it's a family event and bring their girlfriend or their boyfriend. No, I don't believe in fornication. Don't bring it in my house. If you and your spouse is into that, then y'all keep that at y'all house. And people are messy like that. They're messy like that. Don't come in, you're a female and you got one of those fishnet jumpsuits on and you decide not to wear no underwear. These bubble skirts with half your booty hanging out. No, not here. And then you think you're going to sit on my couch in your bubble skirt with half your booty hanging out. No. And people do that mess. People go in your bathroom with their mate and be intimate in your bathroom on a holiday at your house. Disgusting. Disrespectful. You need some holiday etiquettes. If you want to take a plate home, hold on.